Hello, welcome to Juniper Level Botanic Garden, the home of Plant Delights Nursery. It's, about the third week of July. The main daylily season is past, but there's still some late main season daylilies that are at their best. And this is one of my favorites. This is Agust Flame. It's blooming a little bit ahead of August, but it'll continue into August. It is really bright. I remember the first time I met it, a 4-acre daylily field, and I kept on saying, what is that really bright daylily over there? And finally I found out that it was August bright. It's a normal height daylily. Daylilies were traditionally sort of 3 foot. 3 foot is not tall for a daylily, 3 foot is normal. It's a nice, simple form, no ruffles or teeth on the edge of the petals, and all daylilies are super easy. It's here at the edge of one of our rain gardens. Daylilies are very tolerant of damp soil, so they're a great plant if you have poorly drained soil that is sort of average moisture when rains aren't heavy, and then might tend to be a little bit soggy in a rainy spell. I know it might have to explain rain to some of us, but Agust Flame is a daylily that I have in my home garden and always want it because it is just so bright and cheerful during the hottest part of the summer. Daylilies are best with at least 6 hours of sun. They'll bloom less as you go into more and more shade. Nearly all daylilies are clump forming, so in time you can dig up a clump and divide it into separate sections. And we did a video many decades ago where once a daylily is done blooming, you can cut the whole thing to the ground. It's a really quick way to clean them up, because by the time they're done blooming, you have the spent flower stalks. And the natural growth habit of a daylily is they put up new foliage in the spring. It's glorious and fresh, and then by the time they're done blooming, they're already putting up new foliage. You might not notice it, but their natural life cycle is to replace the foliage that was produced in spring with new foliage that will be fresh and clean for the rest of the summer. And by cutting the plant to the ground, you quickly remove the spent flower stalks and the old foliage. That might not be an appropriate way to handle them if you live in an area with a really short growing season like Nome, Alaska or somewhere like that. But in our really long growing season, the foliage will look really tired the rest of the summer unless you get rid of all of it and let it get replaced by its brand new foliage. Well, thank you for your time today, and I hope to see you again in the garden.